Everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedy. Let's get ready to jump into it. We got a lot to cover. My man Howie Bell in the building. How you doing, sir?
Hey man, it's one of those Mondays, my brother. It's one of those Mondays after football. First week.
Yeah. If your team win, you happy, I'm sure. If your team loses, it's another day. It's another day.
All right.
My man Maurice Smith was in the building too. Mo, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm tired. They got all that money out of me over there at Gillette Stadium, man. You see, people don't know, man. Listen, it was so much going on. And put it like this: it was a major catastrophe happened in the main kitchen, and it affected everything. I'm so tired.
I can imagine.
I was trying to think of a lie to say I couldn't do the show today. I couldn't think of a good one, so I said I might as well come on.
Yeah, because if you didn't do it after your Giants lost, you know he's going to think, yeah, right. You know he was going to
Right.
The only thing that made me feel good is everybody's team lost.
Yeah, that's right. My man D Jones in the building. D, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I think it didn't. Everybody's team took an L, so we all losers today, baby.
Yeah. My man Jason Hayes in the building too. Jay, how you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good. Not everybody's team lost. I'm a Jaguar fan, baby.
Nobody was watching.
You know the funny thing is, there's always one, ain't there? There's always one.
Who they play? Who Jaguar play? North Carolina?
Carolina, baby. Goddamn it, gift wrap it.
They did play the Panthers.
Yeah, they did.
And beat the hell out of them.
They sure did. But let's get ready to jump into the stories, man. And let me, you know how I get ready to set this up, man. Let me get this set straight. Let me put my man Howie here in this section right here. Let me drop top stories because before we even jump into the, I don't even know if y'all saw this. We're gonna talk about the Bills and obviously the Ravens game. But before we talk about that, man, Howie, I'm sure you know about who Nas Reed is. Plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His sister got killed yesterday after a domestic dispute and by her boyfriend. The police said he came in, he stormed at the complex. They were arguing and she was found dead. Literally not too long after that, he was charged with first-degree murder. Now, for those of you who don't know, Nas Reed plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves center. He's a guy who I was hoping the Celtics would get. This boy's a beast. Great three-point shooter and everything else. People are saying he is, as you could expect, extremely distraught. His younger sister, was shot and killed. What's your take on this domestic dispute thing, Howie? It's like it never ends.
Oh man, that's my first time hearing that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot to digest. I say this, it's a lot of domestic violence going on, not just in the in the sports world, but just all over in general. And damn, man. What a coward you gotta be to just kill a woman.
Yeah.
Anybody in general, but I mean, I don't know what the circumstances were behind it, but I'm sure it's not justified, whatever it was. If she was cheating on him or whatever the case may be, if that's his thing, that's still not worth killing nobody. Whatever the reasoning behind that is, it's not worth it, man. And you devastate other people's lives, you affect a lot of people when you kill people, man, and you affect your own, and now you're going to jail for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a sad situation. I feel bad for him, man. My heart goes out to him and his family.
You got to sit in the box for the next, rest of your life. That's how it's going to be. Mo, what's your take on this, Mo?
Murder, man. And I don't know this. I don't know what happened. It's sad, though. My condolences to them and their family. But murder, man, murder takes away two people: the person that died and the person that committed the murder. Because everybody's, life changes on both sides of and it's just sad, man.
Yeah.
I just hope that he's able to get through this, mentally and spiritually, because that's where, for him, a lot riding on that. And now he has to go to work in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a few weeks.
5 weeks. Yeah, about 5 weeks.
He has to be at work. They're going to start training camp for what? This is September. Yeah, October. They're going to be in training camp soon.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be. D. Jones, what's your take on another domestic dispute? Lover spat turns ugly.
My condolences to the family. I lost my younger sister, and losing a sibling, you don't get over that, man. So
Yeah.
That's all I really can say, man. That's just sad news. Prayer go out to Nas Reed. I was hoping he was gonna be a Piston. But yeah, my prayers go out to him. Domestic violence is senseless, is stupid, and I hope he does rot in prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he I hope so too. Jay, you got the final word.
Yeah, man. In moments like this, people are oftentimes like saying, "Man, times are getting so crazy and all this other stuff." But this level of domestic violence has always been in my life. You know, even though it may be like different motivations for it now. Like back in the day, I mean, it's all about control.
Right.
But I mean, I'm a person. My first cousin was murdered by her boyfriend because she wanted to leave him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And she's in college, she's doing everything she's supposed to do. She dating this dude, really had nothing going on, and she realized he had nothing going on, and she trying to separate, and he murdered her. So I know what that feels like, bro, and I got, and I hope that his family, one, can find it in themselves, to forgive him for it at some point, because we had to do that, because you realize that you don't forgive for them, you forgive for you, right?
Right.
And it's like the late Dr. Maya Angelou said, she said, holding on, to hate and anger and resentment is like drinking a bottle of poison and expect another person to die. So I hope that they get back. I mean, it's tragic, but I hope that they can move past it in the best way possible and something good comes from it.
Yeah, I hated to start the show off like that, man, but it's one of them sports stories where you have to report it because it could affect his it could affect Nas Reed, it could affect obviously him, and it will affect him in one way or another, and it could affect his career. We're gonna jump to that. I also wanted to, I don't want to talk about this next story at all, but I just wanted to mention it, and I'm going to say, looks like Ben Simmons is going to retire, so we're going to talk about that more tomorrow. But let's talk about today. Today's news, man. I don't know about you, Howie. If you saw the game last night, to me, right now, that's the game of the week. That was the game of the week with the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. I literally was about to, I didn't, I was about to cut the game off, Howie, literally when Buffalo was down by 15 with 5 and some change. I literally was like, you know what, this game is over, but I'm going to still watch the end of it anyway. That was one of the most, unexpected games, that I've seen in a minute, though. So what's your take on this, Howie Bell? The Buffalo Bills won against the Baltimore Ravens. That was clearly the better team last night. You saw it last night. There was no way I don't even want to talk about it more. You talk about how I'm not even a Ravens fan, and I feel disgusted for the team.
You know what, man? I watched the whole game.
Yeah.
But around that 4 minute mark, I was laying in the bed and that started to get a little sleepy, and
Mm-hmm.
he fumbled the ball. And when he fumbled that ball, man, I said to myself, "Oh my God!"
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I said, "They got a chance." I sat up. Man, I look, I saw it, and then the play after play, and it kept going, and then did this, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened. It was one of the best games, not only the game of the week, probably the game of the year so far. I mean, like, that was a great game. That reminded me of a playoff game.
Yep. Yep. It
I
definitely.
mean, it had all the makings of a playoff game, a AFC championship type bout. It was awesome, man. I mean, I feel bad for Lamar, but listen, man, we gonna get into more of that because we got other topics, our top fives and stuff dealing with some of this. But I tell you what, though, man, it was woo wee,
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
It was one of the games. It's definitely one
Yeah,
of the games.
yeah.
Mo, let me just throw this out there to you, Mo, and say this. To me, the play of the game was not when the fumble happened. To me, the play of the game was when it was 4th and 3 and Lamar Jackson did not go for it with a minute and some change left. I don't know if you saw the game, Mo. I think you did
Yeah,
because he was working.
yeah.
But to me,
No,
that was
I
the
didn't
play of
get
the
to
game.
see the game, but soon as I settled in and sat down, cause I didn't even know what happened until I got to work this morning. I had to be to work early, and but when I seen the clips, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
it, Baltimore. I've never seen in my life since Baltimore has been a relevant team, which has been since the early 2000s, not trust their defense in a situation like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One thing is Baltimore, I would see them not trusting the offense quicker than them not trusting the defense in the whole history of the Ravens. I don't understand it.
Okay, so D Jones, to
Yeah.
you, I don't know if you saw it either, but when Derrick Henry fumbled the ball, to me, the play of the game was not that fumble. I mean, that started it, but the play of the game was Lamar Jackson and them have the ball, a minute 32 left to go, 4th and 3, and the coach literally decides to punt the ball.
And,
And
and that's
you're punting the ball to Josh Allen,
yeah.
right? Right, D?
You said everything I was about to say. I don't care if Derrick Henry fumbled 4 times before then.
Right.
I'm giving the ball on 4th and 3, or Lamar can run it. One of the
Right.
two. This was
Oh, damn
coach's
it.
decision, because even though I don't like Josh, he's a bad dude, man. You can't get him the ball back. It's a wrap. And after the show, I don't know if y'all caught what I put in that group text, but after the show, I'm gonna mention it, man. But yeah, I'm not giving the ball back to Josh. I'm gonna either live and die with my guys on offense, and that's what it is. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I see that. So Jay, tell me to you. I don't know if you saw the game. Talk to me
I
about what
did.
you think was the play. What do you think the play was the Derrick Henry fumble? Do you think the play was the coach not calling it? What do you think was the play that was the catalyst for the Ravens losing?
I mean, like in any sporting event, man, it ain't never just one play. You know what I'm
Right. Oh yeah.
saying?
Right.
Um, it was a series of poor drives that they had based upon poor calls.
Right.
That allowed them to step off the gas on Buffalo, because Buffalo couldn't stop them, man.
Right.
They scored 40. It's the fourth quarter. Harbaugh thinks the game is in hand. He step off the gas, and thus when bad things happen. So parents, cover your kids' ears right here, because if somebody asks for a definition of shit in the bed, this is what you show them, right? Because that game was in hand, bro, and I think it's coaching to a large extent, because Derrick Henry was not playing fundamental football when he fumbled.
Right.
He out here dangling the ball all out here, going into a crowd of people. That's not technique, man. I mean, he's dangling out there. Some dude come in, and no, he hold it, like a loaf of bread.
He got
Buffalo,
sassy. He got
and
sassy.
Buffalo, right? And then Buffalo come in to my fuck your sandwich, mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Slap it out his arm, and now the whole game has changed, because not only does he fumble, he fumbles inside the 30-yard line
Oh my
in their
God.
territory. And that was the only thing they had to hang on to, bro. I mean, they had no hope. Even if they just get like a 3 and out and punt it away, it's still a worse situation for Buffalo, because they still needed 15 points at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So to me, the whole game, even though it's not one play, everything shifted on that play.
Yeah, there's one thing I can say about that. Everything did shift. There's no doubt about that. But I thought, you could still recover from that. You know what I mean, Jay? I thought you could have still recovered from that. But you're right, because if they scored, they were still down by 8 at the time. You know what I
Right.
mean? They're still down by 8. So to me, they kick the ball back to the Ravens. The Ravens then kick the ball. Then they do a 3 and out. So I was
Right.
so mad at the coach. Like, dude, you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. You have him right there, and it's 4th and 3, and you don't go for it. That's what
And they
really
didn't
happened.
stop Zay Flowers all night.
Yeah, and then Zay Flowers. And of course, I forgot to mention Zay
They
Flowers.
didn't
They had
stop
Zay
Zay
Flowers.
Flowers all night.
He was killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know, man. We've talked about this a couple of times. Over the during the couple of weeks leading up to it, we all said that the man's head is going to be on the chopping block. Harbaugh's head is going to be on the chopping block, and if they didn't start, going like this last night, boy, getting ready to cut his head off. I don't know. I think they definitely did. But let me just talk about this too, and because this was another story too. I don't know if you guys remember this part either, but when the Ravens went up by 15, you know what I mean? You literally had Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins going around literally the stands, and a fan physically assaults Derrick Henry.
No, Hopkins.
Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins hit him on the head. DeAndre Hopkins, I don't even think peaked it. I think when he got hit in the head, he thought somebody was congratulating him. Lamar Jackson saw it, waited for the same fan to hit him, which he did, and Lamar Jackson retaliated. So now this morning, obviously the NFL said that they abandoned that guy and everything else. But here's the situation, and I know we're going to talk about this more in top 5, but here's the situation, Howie. We have more fans being physical to the players in the stands. In the stands. More players being physical who are in the stands to the players like that. I don't know, Howie. I just want to talk about it real fast, get your thoughts, because I know we're going to talk about this in the top 5, but talk to me about it briefly. What's your take?
I think Lamar should have pushed him so hard that he fell back and hit his head on that hard staircase. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. I said, what is he doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, you know what? They are out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
They cussing at the players. They getting personal. They touching them now. Hey, man. Like you said, we'll get into it in the top 5. But
we'll get to it.
He should have hurt him.
We're gonna dump into that. Mo, what was your take on that when you saw it? Literally, it was a physical assault to DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Jackson. What's your take on that, Mo?
Man, first I want to say, y'all sat here and let me talk like I was talking real good. I was talking about the defense in Baltimore. They trust the defense, and it was the other way around. Ain't nobody stop me. Ain't nobody correct me. I'm sitting here just going after this.
I thought it sounded kind of stupid, Mo, but I wasn't going to say nothing.
Ain't nobody, y'all just let me go down the rabbit. I went deep down the rabbit hole, too. I went so deep down the rabbit hole, somebody should have hit me like they should have hit that fan last night and let me know I was making a mistake. But that's what that fan needed. He his ass whooped.
But see, Mo, we know you didn't see the game. We know you was working, so we didn't pressure you. That's all. We ain't pressure. Okay. We ain't pressure.
Okay.
That's a good one.
You a good expedited this situation.
Thank you. I tried to make sure you still look good, though, Bo. Because I could have roasted you, but I let that slide. D. Jones.
He should have did the opposite of what Howie said. He should have pulled him down there with them and then let the whole team get on. That's what he should have. Don't push him, man. You want to touch somebody? Come touch everybody. Pull him right down there with him.
Yeah, I like that. Put your hand. Jay, what's your take on that, bro?
My take, hey, this for you, Mo. I think they should have allowed Lamar to slap him like a pimp holding short money. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's a hospital visit, for a jaw reset at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what should have happened.
All right, let's move on to the other news. I mean, make sure I want to do the Vikings and the Bears review before we get up out of here. But let's go through some of the games, man. Howie Bell, other news item I want to talk about is the news that just broke out of New York Giants camp, man. It looks like Russell Wilson's going to remain the starting QB against the Cowboys this coming week because Coach Brian Dable said that that's what they're going to do, despite Russell Wilson not being able and the Giants not being able to score TD. That's got to be a major concern for all the Giants nation. You know what I mean? And everybody's still behind Russell Wilson in the Giants facility. Fans and people who are onlookers are not. What's your take, Howie?
I mean, you got to give him at least another week now. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't just bench him after 1 week. So you got to give him time, man. I mean, that was a tough loss. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, listen, you can't just bench him right away. You know what I'm saying? They was playing against an elite quarterback and an elite team now. And so, and I actually thought the Giants would pull it off. But no, they didn't. They fell short. But you can't blame Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? They got to work the kinks out, man. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Lions. We almost didn't get a touchdown yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So what they gonna bench Jared Goff because he almost didn't get a touchdown? You know what I'm saying? So you can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give him some time to marinate.
Yeah. I think that's one way to look at it. Let me bring Mo in here. Mo's the Giants fan of us. Mo, what's your take on this news coming out this morning?
I mean, listen, some of the worst fans, some of the most dumbest fans, some of the people who should never open their mouth as fans are New York fans. I know it. We all know. We got those people out there, and it's hard to play in New York. It's been 1 week. I took an L. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they played against what? A team that damn near went to the Super Bowl last year?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Somebody told me, because I was like, they were like at work, they say, boy, your team, they didn't look bad on defense. They only held to 21 points. That was Washington. And I was like, well, I didn't know that was something good to look at, but I guess that's the only thing I got left to say that was good, that they only scored 21.
I gotta say, I talked to Quake yesterday. He was so happy, and he was sitting there talking about how bad the Commanders looked. I was like, okay, they look like they won to me, but he was more distraught than you'd have thought that they lost. But
But my boy Abdul Carter looked good though.
yeah, he did. D Jones, what's your take on the Giants announcing that their QB Russell Wilson is starting and not Jackson Dart?
I don't give a piss what the Giants do. Okay, they can go away. As far as I'm concerned. What I do want to say is, as a guy who's not a fan, I want to see somebody. They got a new quarterback on the bench. I want to see him play. Put him in. I think he will excite the team. I think he'll throw some touchdowns. The Giants will still lose by 20, but put Jameis Winston in the game. I want famous Jameis.
There's always one.
Bring me Jameis.
There's always one. What's your take on this, Jay? Because at the end of the day, New York fans are up in arms this morning.
I agree with D, man. See, they scared to play J-Boo, man, because they know J-Boo still got some in the tank.
Yeah.
J-Boo being Jameis Winston,
Mm-hmm.
right? The dude's going to follow him. He going to be a crowd favorite, and he going to put up stats. I mean, people forget. Jameis Winston has a 5,000-yard season.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the dude can play. What I mean? They just relegated him, to being a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I seem to recall telling Mo on Friday when he said it's that new car smell with the Giants, and I told him no, that was ass.
Oh man.
And it's
That was
Listen,
booty hole
listen.
smell.
Listen,
This is what happens when your
wait
team
until
wins.
you
can
don't
talk
have to
trash.
play Carolina.
This is what happens when your team wins. You can talk trash. You can definitely
Hey,
talk.
listen, I'ma talk it all day, bro, because I told Mo they out here. Listen, Mo's a typical New York fan. I told you this, right? Listen, people are excited about a team that has a cast-off quarterback from a team that didn't do nothing last year, and they've made the playoffs. I just looked it up literally twice in the past 10 years.
Yep.
But it's Super Bowl this year. No.
Yep.
And Jackson Dart, I follow college football, bro. There's a reason why he ain't playing yet. Preseason ain't the real boys. Them ain't the real schemes. And I've seen him have horrible games as a college player. The fact that he was a first-round draft pick still shocks me. It astounds me right now.
Too. I'm surprised he, Jay, let me just say this before we move on. It surprises me that he's a first-round draft pick and Sanders and Deion Sanders' son is not. You know what I mean? That blows my mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now because I want to get past these other games. Now, here's the next thing, Howie Bell. Here's the crazy part. If Josh Allen did not win that game last night, we would be talking all up and down because we have to about the Steelers and the Jets because everybody would be anointing Aaron Rodgers as the second coming or the third coming or the fourth coming of the MVP this morning because the way the Steelers came back and beat the Jets last night. What's your take on the Steelers-Jets game, Howie? Talk to me.
If I can echo D Jones, I don't give a damn about Aaron Rodgers. I like the Steelers, but I do not like Aaron Rodgers. That was a love-hate game with me yesterday. I was like, I picked the Steelers to win too. That's crazy. But listen, man, man. And then he got the nerve to be on TV talking trash this morning.
Yep, he did.
Aaron Rodgers was talking so much trash. That is why I don't like him. He has to be one of the most arrogant people that I've ever seen in front of a camera that plays football. I mean, you would think that he won about 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
You would.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think he was that guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I hope, Aaron Rodgers. Karma is swift. All that you got on TV talking trash, yes. I'm glad I did what I did because they thought, that I couldn't play no more and all that. And he was talking big crap today. I hope that you can have a great season, sir.
Yeah,
Leave it at that.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Let me move on to Mo. Let me say this. In my lifetime, I've never seen a quarterback, Mo, wearing a Jets jersey play as well as Justin Fields did yesterday, and then still lose.
He
I've never
sure
seen it.
did.
I've
Sure
never
did.
seen it. Never seen it. You know what I mean? And I don't remember seeing. I'm old enough to remember seeing Joe. What's his name? Namath play. I didn't. I don't remember Joe playing at all. I wasn't focused on the Jets at that age. But that was the best QB. Even though the Jets lost, Mo, what you like? I know you might be a Jets fan, might not be, but you got to be at least look it up if you're a Jets fan, right, Mo?
I'm a New York fan. I'm behind enemy lines, dog. I live in Massachusetts. I'm from Brooklyn, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm a New York fan. For real. But Justin Fields looked good. He did. He looked good, man. He looked like he got what he needed. A fresh start somewhere, and he got some mobility. He got some receivers. He got some little speeders on the ends for him to throw to, and he got a pretty good defense to help hold him down a little bit too. So, yeah, even though they lost, they still looking at tweaking it, and they're gonna make it better. And as far as Aaron, man. All that I beat the team, man. So what? Last time when you was in New York, you couldn't play. You got hurt with your punk ass.
Yeah. But I will say this, D Jones. I will say this. All day today, it's on every sports show. Aaron Rodgers is the second coming, and everybody's overlooking. Justin Fields, even though Justin Fields balled out. You know what I mean? What's your take, Joe?
It's kind of like I think I heard something about Derrick Henry getting that 200 plus yards and losing the way they lost, or just how Justin Fields was balling yesterday. Priest Hall was balling yesterday, and they lost. The Steelers' defense sucked, but also Aaron Glenn's supposed to be a defensive guru. The Jets' defense sucked. Ain't no way old ass Aaron Rodgers supposed to torch y'all like that. So I don't know if the Steelers good or bad, because I think there was about an even matchup yesterday. Both defenses was terrible, but I don't like or dislike Aaron Rodgers. So I like watching Aaron Rodgers play football, especially when he owns. You know what I'm saying? He owns the NFC North, and he played them this season. So I can't wait till he play the Packers and the Lions to see if he still owns these boys. But hey, I thought it was a good game.
I thought it was a good thing too. But let me ask you this, Jay. Are we looking too much into game one for the Jets Steelers?
Nah, as wrong as Mo was about the Giants, and he was really wrong about the Giants, he was equally right about the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Jets got something over there, man. They got something to feel optimistic about. I think they got a coach. I know they got a quarterback. And they always, Brees been cold since he been in the league. Garrett Wilson been cold since he been in the league. And the defense was good. They've always been good. So I think that Woody Johnson made the right moves by bringing in a defensive-minded head coach, to maintain what was their strong suit, being the defense, and then taking a flyer on Justin Fields. And that was the biggest "you never should let me out the building" game I ever seen. Because Aaron Rodgers can say to the Jets, "You never should let me go." And Justin Fields for damn sure can say to Pittsburgh, "You should have paid me and kept me around."
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, now it's time to bring up Howie Bell. And I want to get to the top five. We're going to do some more of these game reviews tomorrow. We're going to jump into some of these more game reviews. But because of the top five is what it is, Howie, give me your top five things that stood out to you opening weekend. Talk to me.
Well, me being living here in the great city of Detroit, Michigan got their ass kicked by Oklahoma. I watched that. I watched the whole game. We got beat 24-15. We couldn't do a damn thing with them. And I was talking trash about the Oklahoma Sooners. I guess they did it sooner than I thought. The Lions got their ass kicked. We couldn't even move the ball. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't do nothing. We looked like Lions of old, and I swear I'm a little nervous. I can't lie. That was terrible.
Don't
Illinois
forget about the
versus Duke.
Tigers.
Man, the Tigers lost. We won. I think we won one game, but we lost two. Or something, or 1-1 and 1 something. It was a horrible Detroit sports weekend. Thank you, D Jones.
Yeah.
That's why you put the Pistons jersey on. He was like, well, let me put on somebody that ain't even playing.
Let me win in 2004.
Yeah. I was watching that Illinois Duke game, man.
Oh, how we got to call.
But that Illinois Duke game, man. I know. Yeah, somebody called me. You know, people always call you when you're doing this. 4 fumbles and an interception, man. Illinois turned it into 21 points, dog. They beat them boys 45-19. That was a good game. I don't know if y'all watched it. Y'all should go back. And they still.
Okay, somebody called him back. somebody called him back. Wait,
Yeah,
It's like,
they
no,
gotta call back.
if it goes straight to voicemail, don't call back.
They gotta call back. There's no way they can not call back. They gotta call back every time.
Put it on airplane mode.
And I do, and it's still I don't know.
Damn.
And South Florida beat Florida. That was huge, bro. I don't know if y'all understand how big that was, boy. Them South Florida boys ain't playing right now. They beat them 18-16. Dog, them boys is not joking around, dog. And of course, the biggest story is the comeback by Buffalo, man. That was the biggest thing that I saw.
Yeah, okay. Mo, give me your top 5 things that stood out to you this weekend.
Number 5 for me, man, is Geno Smith didn't look too bad for what I was watching when I got to see a little bit of the game. He didn't look too. Hey, man.
I told y'all I'm taking Geno.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad, you know. Also, Daniel Jones. I knew he was a good quarterback. That was my quarterback. It wasn't him. We ain't had an offensive line since we beat the Patriots in 2011. We didn't have one then. We just got lucky.
I always bring up old shit, Mo.
At least you admit it. Go ahead.
You see what sleep deprivation will do to you? You know, also the comeback with Baltimore and Buffalo, man. When I heard about that, that was crazy. You know, and also the way Dallas and the way Philadelphia look. Let's not forget that game. That game was like both teams don't look like they really gonna be going far anywhere this season. You know, I mean especially if Philadelphia don't get the guys in the right order, man. And Dallas, I don't know, man. Okay. And the Giants just being the Giants.
Okay, so that was definitely a good 5. I like that 5. Let me bring up D Jones. D Jones, give me your 5 things that stood out to you opening weekend.
Did you see Mr. Taylor Swift take out his own player? Travis Kelce almost murdered Barry Worthy. That's number 5. That was crazy.
But Worthy's so petite, bro.
Yeah, I still ain't never seen nobody pick their own player. Still ain't never seen it. Number 4. Yeah, number 4. I'm gonna have to go with my squad. I thought Josh was going to have better play calling for the Patriots, but they were terrible. The defense looked good because they stopped Ashley Genty, but Geno was on fire yesterday, and he's always been good since he got to Seattle. To me, that's 4. Number 3, how bad the Lions look and how good the Packers look. That's my number 3. I picked the Lions to win that game, and maybe I should keep picking them just out of spite.
Don't want to break the juju.
Yeah. Number 2, the Jets and the Steelers. Like, I didn't see Justin Fields looking good, and I didn't see Aaron Rodgers looking good. and they both look good. And number one, what I tell y'all about them Joneses? I always tell y'all trust them Joneses. Danny Dimes was on fire yesterday with the Colts, and Miami looked like bull doo-doo. Elephant doo-doo is what
Y'all
they
done.
Yeah, they did. Jay, talk to me. Give me your top 5 things that stood out to you to open the weekend.
Before I go into the 5, I got a side note. The Giants and Patriots are still sorry as fuck.
Come on, man.
Sorry
That's
as ass.
unnecessary, man.
That's what happens
Number
when you
5.
win.
Let's go number 5.
Yeah.
That Dallas offense gonna be a problem this year. CD has some drops, and he ain't gonna drop. He ain't gonna keep making plays like that. He too good for that.
Yeah.
Dallas's offense gonna be a problem this season. Number 4, Kansas City is probably going to lose their division for the first time in about 10 years.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if it's evidenced by how the Chargers played them on Friday, and Denver so good defensively, it's gonna be a slog for them this year. Number 3, Jalen Carter has to be about the dumbest ninja to ever breathe out. Because this is second year in the league. He's played big time football his whole career, University of Georgia. How do you not know cameras are on you at all times, bro? So why would you do anything so vile to know that? I mean, knowing that the cameras are on you and they're gonna see what you do.
Opening weekend, NFL. Opening weekend.
Didn't play a down.
Yeah.
Did not play a down because he want to spit on people. 2, the verdict is still out on Trevor Lawrence for me. Mainly because Carolina's terrible. His numbers were kind of pedestrian, but they kind of ran. I mean, they ran for 200 yards against him, so they played bully ball with him. But even in the bully ball, he still threw an interception. And he threw for less than 200 yards against a team that sucks. So to me, I don't know what we got in this dude yet, so I'm still waiting to see more.
Duval.
That's how I knew he was doomed when he said that shit. Number 1, Lamar has some sorry ass teammates, bro. He got teammates that just don't love him, bro. Because every time they lose, no matter who mess it up, and it's usually not him, he's the one that gets talked about as he can't win it. He can't get it over the hump, and his teammates don't love him enough to not be out there playing reckless and just messing shit up.
Or standing up on the podium taking blame for what they did.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was an amazing 5. I like that 5. So, but that leads me into the next thing, which is Howie, your top 5 best plays of the weekend in any sport. Howie Bell. It ain't got to be just the NFL because there's a lot of stuff that happened this weekend. So give me your top 5 best plays.
All right, I just want to say this. I'm going to get into my top 5 best plays, but I'm going to say one thing real fast about the spitting incident. I saw with my own eyes Dak Prescott spit in that man's direction, smile and laugh, and then he came up and spit back at him. I'm going to leave it at that. I want to say this. DK Metcalf, hey, man, look, as much as I don't like Aaron Rodgers, that was a good throw, but his catch set up that game-winning field goal for the Steelers over the Jets. I think that was a hell of a play. I watched that. That was dope.
That's a grown-ass man, too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, that was a great play. Justin Fields had a 67-yard drive in that game and a touchdown run to take the lead, bro. I feel bad for the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have won that game, but we know what happened after that. Micah Parsons chased down Jared Goff like a crackhead in an alley running for the dope man. When I saw him chasing him, I started screaming at the TV. I said, "Look out! He's behind you!" I don't know if y'all saw that play? That boy ran so
I
fast.
saw that play.
Man, I said to myself, he gonna be a damn problem.
But
He gonna be
Howie,
a problem. And that bench from Green Bay went berserk. And the crowd went berserk. They couldn't wait for that play because he had kind of been contained really the whole game.
Right.
And that was kind of at the end of the game. They had really already kind of won the game, but him getting that sack was huge. That was a big play in that game.
but Howie, I so saw that play. It made my list too.
That was a hell of a play, man. Keon Coleman caught that touchdown off that tip.
Oh,
Let me tell you something, brother. That is one of the plays of many that got them in a position to win that game for Buffalo. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Nick Bosa had a strip sack against the Seahawks, bro. That was incredible. I like Bosa, man. I don't really not a 49ers fan, but that strip sack was dope. I thought it was one of the best plays I saw. And of course, the biggest play to me, and it's a 6, I'm sorry I had 5, but is that Derrick Henry fumble. Without a doubt, man, if that wouldn't have happened, they wouldn't have lost that game.
Yeah, that's about right. Give me yours 5, Mo.
All right, number 5 for me, that's Ed Oliver. He's the lineman on Buffalo that caused the strip on Derrick Henry for the fumble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he don't reach his hand out there and do it, and he don't fumble that ball, he walks in there. We all sit here talking about how Derrick Henry looked real good when he was going with the ball, looking all cute. It's another story now. That hit that Watts put on Justin Field. Did y'all see that sack?
oh yeah, yeah.
That hit that all of us on this panel live somewhere where it gets extremely cold. When you walk out your door, you know how that wind hits you and you ain't dressed properly. You get that it's brick outside. That's how he hit Justin Field. It was sad. And also I got Michael Parsons on golf. That throw for Daniel Jones to Michael Pittman. You know what I'm saying? It was a touchdown pass. Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. I'm telling y'all now. Watch out for the Colts this year.
But
And
where's the Giants?
I'm doing. Listen. Check this out. Check this out. If people up here can root for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I can root for the Indianapolis Giants. All right.
That boy was shit in New York. You look like an all-pro now.
Man.
All right, bro, you finished? That's your list?
And Abdul Carter, man. My man Abdul Carter I think we got something special with him, and I hope we can just capitalize on it at some point in his career.
Okay. D. Jones, give me your top 5 best plays of the weekend.
Sidebar: the Jags still ain't never won shit. My sidebar.
Beat your
Won yesterday though.
Beat your punk ass twice.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go with that Metcalf catch when he bobbled it. It hit Sauce Gardner, hit somebody else, then he caught it on the ground. That was crazy.
Yep.
Number 4, I'm gonna go. Fields threw a dime to Garrett Wilson in the corner for a touchdown. That was crazy. Number 3, I'm gonna go. Baker Mayfield to Ibuka was a nice 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And both of them was crazy passes. Number 2, and I'm surprised how he didn't say this, that rookie for the Lions who caught their only touchdown.
I had that, but I had too many. Yeah,
that was a hell of a catch. And my number 1 is, I don't know if y'all seen the halftime show last week with Kansas City and the Chargers, but this little Colombian girl was the halftime show.
Oh, wait.
She was that's my number 1. She was my number 1.
Number 1 player.
She was my number 1. Carol G. Look up Carol G.
Okay. Jay, give me your top 5, bro.
Number 5 for me, any and all rookies who made a play, man, like their first NFL play. Salute to them youngest man living their dreams, and getting their name in the paper,
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, the tush push. Every time they lined up to do it, it warmed my heart because I know they tried to get rid of it while claiming to be competitive.
Yeah.
You're trying to outlaw something you can't stop because you ain't got the quarterback to run it. It warmed my heart every time the Eagles lined up and did it. Number 3, Michael Parsons running down Jared Goff like a Cheeto on an Impala, standing still. Man, he went and got that boy so quick, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro, I mean, the fact that it made 3 of our lists is crazy. I mean, that's how crazy it was.
That was crazy.
Number 2, that play at the end of the game, Pittsburgh Jets, when Jalen Ramsey just blew up Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
That's the first hit I ever seen him make.
Yeah.
Nah, well, you ain't been watching Jalen Ramsey, bro, because he hit everybody.
Yeah, Ramsey is tough.
Yeah, that's one quarterback you don't run at, man, because he's gonna bring the lumber to you. And and honestly, Justin really threw Garrett Wilson an ambulance ball, bro, because when you hang that man out like that and you throw him into a cornerback like Jalen Ramsey that's that physical and crazy, it's gonna be just like what happened. I'm surprised that boy didn't go to the hospital after that. And number 1, it's not a great play, but it is certainly the most consequential play I saw yesterday. I had another number 1, I had to change it. Derrick Henry, that goddamn fumble, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was the most consequential play I saw this whole weekend.
Yeah.
I can't even get mad at your list. That's exactly how I had it too. Howie Bell, because we in the spirit of doing what we're doing, give me the top 5 things that sports leagues should allow when fans assault players, like what happened to D-Hop yesterday in Lamar. Give me that.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this, and I said it a little bit earlier. They should be allowed to retaliate in the exact same way that was done to them. So if you hit me in the head, I should be able to take my football arm and strength and hit you in the head too. So it's like playing the sport with the slaps. You know what I'm saying? Right. You slap me, now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how strong I am, none of that. You put your hands on a player, they should be able to do exactly that. They should be banned for life. Just say that.
Right.
Just to put that. You should never be able to go to another NFL game in America or the world, no matter where it's at.
Or South America.
That'll slow some of these dudes down. I think that the security should be allowed to grab the player and throw them out just like if you were at a bar or a club. That means they should be able to drag you all the way out and throw you on the concrete.
Like on Fresh Prince.
Yes, like on Fresh Prince. Any movie.
We want
they threw Eddie Murphy through the window. Beverly Hills Cop. Any of that. They should be able to throw you all the way out. I believe that they should be able to actually sue. I think the players should be able to they should allow the players to actually have a lawsuit against that said individual. Period. For assault, whatever it is, you can do it, whatever. And my last thing is they should be able to have a stadium jail where if you do that, you get temporarily locked up in a jail where everybody can see you that's walking through the hallways and through the stadium and all that. I think you should be publicly embarrassed in the stadium jail. You should be held there to the end of the game.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I like that one, Howie. You like that?
Hell yeah.
Give me your show.
That'll slow your mucky ass down.
It sure would. Did that guy go? Did that guy go right there?
There you go, right there. Right.
Go ahead, bro. Give me yours.
They can throw shit at him too while on the way out.
Hey, hold on. Let me add this. I'm sorry. They could be showing. They could have a flat screen around you and keep showing a replay of what you did. So when people walk up, they can see what happened. Oh, that's what he did. Oh, he did that.
Come on, Mo, give me yours. Come on.
I think we should have something on this show that when Howie go on one of those rants, we should shut down that whole top 5. But nobody should have to follow that shit. That shit's so funny. Now I gotta come in here with my 5. My 5 ain't nowhere near as funny as that shit did. What am I supposed to do?
All you gotta do is go with what you got, Mo. Let's do it.
All right. They should have never, like I said, like Howie said, never be allowed to come into the game, any NFL game, but they should have to register just like a pedophile do, and every stadium, and have they picture on the wall so that every security place in the stadium know who that person is, and they should not be allowed 100 yards within any NFL stadium. They should have to walk down. When they do that, they should have a place. Remember in the TV show Game of Thrones? Shame. 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 While they leave in the stadium, the players should be allowed to go, shame, and throw water at them and spit on them. Maybe that way they won't spit on each other. They get to spit on somebody in the stadium as they leave it out the stadium. They should have to come down there and play one down, fully clothed as an NFL player, protected and everything. But if you want to hit the player, you got to play one down, just one. I'm trying to be as funny as Howie, and I'm not. That's why he's the headline and I'm the opener. You know what I'm saying?
Go back to follow. You know what your list, Mo?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right, D Jones, let's see what you got.
So mine is kind of like one of Mo's. I think they should be able to return a kickoff. You want to put your hands on the player?
Like you the man?
You go on there. You got to return a kickoff.
With no equipment.
You can have equipment. We don't want you to die.
No equipment.
But you got to return a kickoff. They should be fined, and they should be fined however much that player gets. Because what if you hurt my player? He can't play. So you got to pay him how much he make. You put your hands on him, you owe him some money. Put him on social media. That's the quickest way for somebody to get fired from a job. Put him on. So you see what happened with that Karen at the baseball game.
Yeah.
Put him on social media. Blast him on social media. Number 2, we get a one-on-one. You want to hit me? I get to hit you one-on. We going one-on-one. And number 1, this person's significant other, girlfriend or mama get to choose if they want to have sex with that player that they put their hands on.
Hilarious.
So the players be able to choose the girlfriend or the mama.
No, the girlfriend, they get it because you got to get in the option. Like, you might be like, I don't want to have sex with Lamar because it's Lamar, but they get the option, you know.
I like your 5. Go ahead, Jay. Give me your 5.
Number 5 for me, any fan who touches a player aggressively should be allowed to get mud stomped by the real fans of the player in the stands. So like the people who really rock with that player should be able to take off on that dude that assaulted that player. Number 4, everyone with something negative to say to the player should be forced to step to a microphone at the front so the whole stadium can hear what they say and know who said it. Number 3, all tough talkers. Now, mind you, this contingent. There's a boxing ring off to the side with its own separate feed. Anybody talking tough to players should have to put on the gloves and go in that ring for 3 minutes, one boxing round, and see what happens. Right? And I'm in here. Number 1, the players should be provided that fans' work address so that they can come yell and talk shit to them while they frying chicken and mopping floors and shit. and mess up them while they on their job.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. Okay. I like that. Let me see where we at. I wonder if we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's do one. Let's do one of these. The next one. I had the top 5 reasons all the shows are gonna crown Josh Allen the league MVP this morning. I don't have enough time for you to give me 5. And I, like I said, I watched. I couldn't even finish watching First Take this morning. I got so disgusted. Just give me one reason, and we'll circle back on this tomorrow. What's your take on this? Give me one, Howie.
Well, if I had to give you one, he beat the quarterback.
Quarterback. Okay.
He beat the quarterback, baby. I mean, come on, man. Let's look at it what it is, man. That's if I had to give you one, that's it.
Okay, give me Mo. Give me one. Give me one.
Because I don't want to go after Howie no more, man.
Okay.
Because he's white. That's why.
Give me yours.
I had only wrote 2, and they took both of them. So I'm going to say he is good. He good.
Yeah, he is good. He is good.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay, give me yours.
I'm gonna piggyback, what Mo and Howard said. Listen, it is a MAGA America right now.
Yep.
And they know that he is Trump approved, right? There is nothing that's gonna make these MAGA racists open their pocketbooks faster and buy jerseys and whatever else he peddling faster than a big strapping white boy who out there skull dragging Negroes. Trust me on this.
Well, I gotta say that boy is cold though, but
He cold,
wasn't better.
bro.
Yeah, but he wasn't better than Lamar Jackson last night.
Not last night, he wasn't.
He wasn't. Lamar Jackson was a beat. If you ask me, when they went up by 15, I was like, okay, let's hand this boy Lamar Jackson the MVP right now. That he
Didn't
should
Josh
have
have
got
like 350 yards though?
that he got. Listen, Lamar Jackson was the MVP last night, bro. He was the
Yeah, he was.
Daniel Jones had 400.
Yeah, but
Jones.
Daniel Jones should be in the conversation for it this morning too. Like honestly,
Sure.
And so shouldn't Justin Fields, and so shouldn't that boy over the Steelers uniform that we talked. Like if you ask me, those are the top 4 or 5 guys QBs who balled out.
Gino did his thing too.
And Gino did too.
Gino did his thing too.
Frank, I just pulled it up, right? Lamar had a 74% completion percentage. He threw for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a 144.4 QB rating, bro.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay, but let me ask y'all this real fast. Look at the time. I got 2 minutes. Give me one word answer. If this morning, who would be the MVP if you had to crown him right now? Howie.
Lamar Jackson.
Mo.
Daniel Jones.
D.
Drake May.
Hilarious. Jay, who would be a MVP?
That Colombian girl that D just showed. She had the goods, boy.
Yeah. All right, so we gotta wrap this up. Tomorrow's show, we are definitely gonna finish up with some of these games, man. We gotta talk about obviously the Raiders, how good the Raiders look. We gotta talk about how Atlanta lost and Tampa Bay looked really good. We gotta talk about Jacksonville. We gotta do that. We gotta talk about how the Rams defeated and the Colts game. We got stuff we gotta talk about tomorrow. The show's only an hour. We can't fit everything in, but we're gonna finish some of this stuff up tomorrow. Howie Bell, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro.
Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. Holla at your brother, Howie Bell.
Here it is, Mo.
Mo, MOE_comic on Instagram, Maurice Smith on Facebook as always, man.
There it is, and D Jones.
At 313 D Jones on TikTok, Instagram, and MySpace.
There it is, and Jay.
Said
JD Hayes on fan base, baby.
There it is, y'all. The name of the show is called Box Seats. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I told y'all what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna keep the jokes coming at you. Thanks for watching. Peace.